Hi, Marianne here. I want to talk to you about a series of unfortunate events that had happened to me today. And, um, or maybe, how things impact the things that you do or do not do. So today I had to deal with Belle, and I'm committed to doing this from last night, so I followed through. And I decided I'm going to go on chat because, I want to have evidence of my conversation. I got billed $552.98, something like that. And I don't deserve that bill. So Bell is basically doing theft on my account. So after speaking with them, and I demanded an explanation from them, they told me that um, what they understand had happened. They didn't have an explanation. They said that I owed them 2 modems. And I said, I do not. And said I sent those modem I sent a modem back because I didn't owe them 2 modems. And the modem was sent through Purlator. So I got transferred to another person. And another person came back to me, and I explained that to them again. And they went and said, okay, so they did some more research and found out that what had happened with this modem was that they were saying that the modem had arrived uh, at a time where um, it passed a deadline, I think, something like that, and hence the charge. Okay, no explanation for the other modem. She didn't have one, and she couldn't give one anyway. So that was $398. She rebated me back for that. Now I want to tell you that while this was going on, um, I had decided, she had asked me whether I wanted to have it sent by check or just have the funds stay in the account and have my monthly internet deducted off of it. And so I decided, well, I'm going to go and talk to him about it. So I go out there, and Max is standing outside on the ground, looking a little dazed, with one shoe on. And there is no car. He was working in a car. There is no car. There's no car. And yesterday I had a premonition. I saw that vehicle go down the little embankment that we have on the driveway through the cement blocks that I'm trying to build up so we can have a proper driveway. And I saw it go through the grass. And I remember thinking to myself, geez, if that happened, I wonder how far it would go. So, today I'm afraid to look. I'm just simply afraid to look. I just keep looking forward at Max. And I walk up to him and I said, where is the car? Mm-mm-mm. He looks at me, and then he looks away from me towards the hill. So I turn around, and there's the car. It's wedged in my flower garden. The flower garden that my daughter, Paige, wanted to have. That flower garden, I believe, helped stop the vehicle from continuing down the road, from continuing down not the road, but the yard. And if it did, if that wasn't there, I think it would have continued. I don't know how far it would have gone into somebody's house, I think. Because there wouldn't have been anything else to stop it. I mean, there was another fence, but I mean, if cement blocks are not going to stop this tank, I don't imagine the 3-foot cedar trees are going to stop it. Now, it wouldn't have collided into the house. It probably would have like belly flopped and ended up on ash. We have a hill. It probably would have belly flopped. Anyhow, okay, let me get back to this. So I'm on the phone. I asked him for an explanation about what happened, and he says he doesn't know. And so I stuck around with him for a bit longer and tried prodding him about, making sure that he's okay, nothing's broken. Did the car run over you? Because his shoe is in the path of the vehicle. The shoe that fell off was in the path of the vehicle that went down into the side of the house. Onto the side of the house. It's not in the house. Anyway, so there's a shoe there. So I said, did the car run you over? He goes, no. And then he tells me that he tried holding the car in place to try to stop it from moving any further. This thing's a damn tank. Nothing's going to stop that thing moving, let alone him. Although maybe, my flower garden. Anyhow, so when I was checking him over to make sure he was okay, I asked him, your shoe is over there. How did you get over? How did you not get hit? And he goes, I don't remember. And he goes, all I remember is trying to hold the vehicle, and then when it wouldn't stay in the spot, I ran. That's what he's telling me. So then he said that he remembers that when he got to a certain point, he leaped from those rocks, and then he rolled down that hill, which I say, thank God that he was like a football player in his younger days. Because I don't think that if you had those abilities when you were younger, I don't think he would have done very well. This is not the first time he's done this. He's fallen off about 15 feet before, off the top of a ladder. This kept hitting the hydro line. And for whatever reason, he went slow enough that he was able to process his thinking, so that when he got to a certain point, he dropped and rolled. Anyway, this guy's like 80. He dropped and rolled. No, he leaped. He leaped off those cement blocks and then rolled to get out of the way so he doesn't get run over by the car. Anyway, so all that's done. Explaining is done. And then I said to him, okay, so here's the plan. We move the fence. We reset the fence. And then we can move the vehicle back out. I made sure to check the vehicle. Didn't sustain any damage. Underneath is completely fine. There's no punctures or anything. Good Lordy, the Pages probably had some parking doors damaged more than anything that had happened to the vehicle. There's just like zero damage to the vehicle. And Max, he had a little scratch, a little bruise on the inside of his knee. I don't know, that guy's got horseshoes. He's gone past 9 lives. We're in horseshoe mode now, because I don't know what else he's got left. Okay, so I told him I was on. I ran back into the house because I'm still on the phone. I'm still on chat with Belle, so I run in there and I tell him, okay, this is what happened. Um, I'm talking to you guys when I should have been out there, making sure that all safety precautions are in place. And my husband almost got run over dealing with you guys. So anyway, um, I explained to them. I said, what you guys should be doing is increasing the amount of time where those modems can be returned, and um, sending emails to customers to remind them to return those modems. That would probably help eliminate these fees that are happening to people. Well, you know what, like what happened to me, which shouldn't have happened. Um, anyway, that was the end of that scenario, and she was very apologetic. Uh, we'll have the account will be deducted with the money that they had taken for our internet. What else happened? Oh, so Superman out there has finally decided to take a nap. So he's down there, and I go around. I'm checking the vehicle. Just like I said, unscathed, like him, unscathed. So here I go to the thing about what I was talking about earlier. Series of events, of things that you do or do not do, will have an impact one way or another. I think there was a movie like that. Anyhow, a while back, we had a Taurus, and Paige had gone over that little lip one time. The brakes the brakes I don't think were working properly. It was an old vehicle, and the driveway it just drops off. That's the driveway, just a L, and drops off. And so I decided after that had happened that I was going to spend time to build up that spot, so that if anything like this ever happened again, it would just, it wouldn't be, I don't know what, I don't know what I was thinking, but so I took put a whole bunch of broken cement blocks so I can build it up into a longer driveway. I think I'm going to put a big cement curb too, just to make sure that none of that, this doesn't, if anything ever happens again, that the vehicle is caught by something, a cement wall. Anyway, um, so that's a connection. Had Paige gone, not, no, I would have done it anyway because I didn't like the way that the way the lack of driveway that we have there, and we don't even have a spot for people to come and visit if there's one vehicle in there. So I have to fix this. So I realized I have to fix that. So I was working on it. So this vehicle that had fallen today caught those cement blocks and just basically just rolled over. So, my work worked. um, so that's how that intertwines. Another thing that intertwines is that Paige wanted a garden. In She thought it would be nice to have a flower garden on the side of the house. And I remember the conversation that Max was saying, you should dig it deep so that there's a lot of good soil in there. That deep digging put in lots of nice soft soil. The right side of the wheel got caught in the soil, And that essentially nulled the vehicle from just continuing on and falling over a cliff. So, how things intertwine. Now, mind you, Belle, if I wasn't dealing with Belle, that would not have happened, because I would have made sure everything was blocked and everything was safe. Okay. Well, got dogs to feed. Gotta go. Bye.